BLR family, and welcome back to my channel. We have breaking news. The family and attorney of Daunte Wright has spoken in regards to the slap on the wrist sentence that the judge has issued down to Kim Potter for the loss of Daunte Wright. Now, we know that there was a black officer that had this same situation, and this was less than 2 years ago, I do believe. He was black. A black officer shot and killed a white woman. That man was issued 12 years in jail, and he was remorseful just like Miss Kim. However, the judge is saying that the prosecution failed to show proper evidence to substantiate their claims, in that she would be able to receive 7 years. What do you think about this, BLR family? Please drop your comments below.
Hi, I'm Attorney Ben Crump, along with Attorney Jeff Storms and Attorney Tony Amanucci. We have the honor of representing the parents of Daunte Wright and his family. They are very, very disappointed. They feel that very disappointed because they believe that there was no reason to have such consideration for the killer of their child. They believe that there is an apples to apples comparison. Many in the Twin Cities believe that. They believe that Muhammad Noor, a black police officer who was convicted of a lesser charge of manslaughter 2, received a much greater sentence than this white woman who killed their son Daunte Wright. So it is an apples to apples comparison in their mind. They believe that in their heart, and they just don't understand why there was consideration given to the white police woman who killed the young black man and not consideration given to a black police officer who killed a young white woman. They are trying to understand it. We're all trying to understand it. What we see today is the legal system in America in black and white. And we continue to fight for equal justice under the law. It can't just be a concept. It has to be real. And what they believe today was their son did not get the consideration that he deserved in this matter. At this time, Attorney Jeff Storms, Minnesota's own, will address you briefly, and Attorney Tony Ramanucci couldn't be with us today, but then you will hear from the parents of Daunte Wright.
I want to start with you. What went through your mind when you heard that sentence?
Anger. I was very upset. I was in disbelief that the person that killed my son less than a year ago was going to spend less time in prison than 20-year-olds on marijuana charges.
The judge said this was, quote, a cop who made a tragic mistake drawing her firearm thinking it was a taser and ended up killing a young man. That was her explanation for the lighter sentence below the court guidelines. Mr. Wright, what kind of sentence were you expecting?
And what she received, it was a little bit easier to sleep at night thinking that, she was going to be convicted and serve a little time, but, nothing could, I don't know. I just thought she was going to get more time than what she did. That was like a slap to the face.
And I know, Mrs. Wright, you've previously said you wanted to see justice served. Do you feel like with this sentence that you were able to get justice?
No, I feel like the justice system failed us. It failed my son. It fails our community. It's telling, the public that my son's life wasn't worth at least even the sentencing guidelines. Going below that was not okay.
And Mr. Crump, I want to ask you, is the family considering any other legal action in this case?
Well, we're going to bring a civil action in this matter, certainly, because it's outrageous. We believe what happened in the sentencing. There are black people who have greater sentences for selling marijuana than this white policewoman got for killing this young black man. And it's very troubling because you think about the fact that Muhammad Noor, a black police officer in that same courtroom in 2019, who was convicted of a lesser charge, manslaughter 2, was given 12 and a half years, upward departure, when he killed a white woman in the very similar manner than Kim Potter, because he was trying to protect the officer's life too. And he was very remorseful, but he didn't get that consideration. The white woman, when she killed the black man, she got all kind of consideration. And that's why so many black people continue to say that there are two justice systems in America. One for white America and another for black America.
And Mr. and Mrs. Wright, I have to ask you, where do you go from here? What do you do next?
Well, the fight isn't over. We're going to continue to fight in our son's name and continue to fight so that way no more 20-year-old black men are getting, shot and killed in the street for simply having an air freshener or expired tabs.
Subscribe to Black Label Reviews.